So I decided to make a new video of my game collection because the last video I made is already like 2 years old or something. So as you can imagine, a lot of stuff has changed. So let's dive right into it. Here's my Vita collection, some figurines, Mega Man and Super Mario, and here's my Fallout collection with some other stuff thrown in. Should sort that soon. Here's my Infocom collection, sorted alphabetically. Here are all the Thief boxes. And my Looking Glass Studios collection, sorted chronologically. It's complete. And here's my Wing Commander collection with the German novels on top of them. This one's a huge Fallout 4 promotional box I got, and before we continue, let me just show you what's behind the Fallout 4 box. I did that to protect it, so that's the other side of the Fallout 4 box. A huge one, as you can see. Got that from a store. And here's the real treasure. I just keep it behind there in order to keep our 3 cats from accidentally scratching it or something, because it's a real treasure in my collection, one of the most important parts in my collection. It's the Disney software collection for the IBM PS1, the first computer I got back in 1991, I think, or 1992. The 386 SX with 20 megahertz and 2 megs of RAM, 40 megs of hard disk. Let me just try to balance it on my knees here. Let's open it, because there's a lot of stuff in there, a lot of really cool stuff in there. So, there are some educational games, manuals, an animation studio, another manual, and here's the real treasure. Let me just prepare it for the video. It's the original, unused, mint condition Disney sound source. Yeah, you could connect that to the PS1 or any other computer for that matter, at the printer port I guess, and it would serve as a kind of sound blaster, like a sound card. Yep, okay. So let's take a look at the rest of my collection. Here's an overview, but we'll get to all of those shelves later. So let's just start with the regular big box shelves I have here. First, the StarCraft 2 Collector's Editions, the Nomad Soul, Omicron the Nomad Soul Collector's Edition, and MS-DOS 5, yep. Yep, and these are the regular big boxes I keep in alphabetical order. Of course you can pause the video at any moment to take a look at the titles. I know the video quality is not the best, but that's just because it's a bit dark in here, so my mobile phone camera adjusts to that, so I hope you can see everything. If not, just post a question. I've sold many games in the past few months, so a lot has changed, but I also got some new stuff in there. The whole Might and Magic collection. All the Myst games, with the sequels of course. Tried to get as many versions as possible. Some of the old EA Sports titles. I think the early ones are quite interesting because they changed a lot back then. Yep. All the other Nomad Soul things. Love that game, it's one of my favorites of all time. Again, if there's anything you can't really see, just post a comment. Yep, there's the Warlords series. Yep, and finally I still have some room left down there, which is quite nice for a change. So here's where all the LucasArts and Lucasfilm games are all the LucasArts games, all the Lucasfilm games are stored chronologically, of course, as you can see, starting with Maniac Mansion, because I still couldn't get Labyrinth. It's one of my white whales, so to say. So this is a Perler bead Zack I made myself. But yeah. I keep this white label budget version of Beneath the Steel Sky up there because it's the first big box I ever bought. And this is Murder on the Mississippi, the first adventure game I ever played, sealed in the US box. And I just put it in that frame. Also made some Perler bead art of the sprites. And yeah, here are some more LucasArts titles, and Broken Age and Thimbleweed Park because they just fit there, I guess. I had to stack those up there because I just don't have any room on this shelf left, so here's the collector's edition of Tales of Monkey Island. This is a canvas I made of one of my favorite CDs, CD cover artworks. And here you can see the 3 mega boxes of the Command & Conquer games, the German ones, as you can see. And here are some console games, NES games, Super NES games, some more N64 titles, PS3 titles, GameCube games, PlayStation 2 games, even more PlayStation 2 games, and all the Pokemon games I have for the DS. Yeah. The poster, of course, and this is where I keep all my Sierra games. Yeah, this is the new part I made, and this is another bookcase. Gonna show you that in a bit more detail. So here are all the Sierra titles I have. I sold most of my Sierra games lately, so I only kept the ones that are really, really important to me. There's the Monkey Island mug, and here are all the small boxes, the small box games I have, the classic ones. And Black Isle games, the Infinity Engine games, another Mist and Riven Ages of Mist box. And here are all the SSI titles I have. Most of them in the big US boxes, but as you can see, some of them are in the a bit smaller European boxes. But yeah, that's all of the ones I own. Here I keep my Prince of Persia collection. Yeah, and these are just some miscellaneous items. Little Nemo comics and art books and stuff like that. Let me just take this one out, because this box here is the collector's edition of Back to the Future, the game. As you can see, Hill Valley Historical Society archives, personal effects of Dr. Emmett Brown. Yeah, that was nice back when the Telltale store was still up. Here are 3 soundtrack CDs. And yeah, the Bioshock Big Daddy Collector's Edition and the 4 Freescape titles. For the Spectrum, though. I love the boxes too. Here's my Mirai Keizatsu Rashiman collection, Future Police Rashiman. The first anime series I really loved, so I collected all of that. The Warcraft collection, with 2 of those custom Lord of the Clans Warcraft Adventures boxes. 3DS games, and yeah, left of it there are some comic books, and here are all my DS games. Hope you can recognize them all, or at least most of them. And yeah, here's my Final Fantasy collection with Persona 4 Dancing All Night on top of it, because I just didn't have any room to put it, so. Here are my Game Boys, in the original European German boxes. The Prey Collector's Edition tin box and the Alan Wake Collector's Edition for the Xbox. Here's my Steins Gate collection. Best anime series of all time, I'd say. Josh will agree. And there's my Elder Scrolls collection. And here are some more strategy guides. The Nintendo DS version of Ni no Kuni. And down here we have the Half-Life 2 collector's tin box. I think it's empty though. Yeah. So, that's it. That's my collection. Yeah, thankfully my girlfriend suggested I take this room for my collection in our apartment. Just absolutely awesome. But yeah, finally I have some room left down there. Some more posters. And here's my very first computer. The IBM PS1 I was talking about, the 386. With the original keyboard and mouse. Stuff like that. And an Atari STFM. Yep. So, I think that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. I'm gonna go back to my quite messy desk. Okay, thanks a lot for watching.